So in today's video, we have a brand new HDMI sync box. This is from a brand called DeckTok. Now they do have multiple versions available. Today, this video, we do have the 55 to 65 inch version. We're gonna get into the unboxing experience. All right, so unboxing it for the first time, you can see here that the packaging is really well obviously illustrated. You have the app here, DeckTok app. It has 16 million different colors, AI lighting. It works with your Amazon and Google Assistant. You can work this with console, your Apple TV, or Google Play, or Fire Stick. So opening it up, you do have a user manual, which is very well illustrated, giving you very simple and basic instructions that are easy to follow. Underneath, you have the strips themselves. Now these are diffused, so they're gonna have a nice gradient when it comes to the spread as well, and softer lighting. Underneath that, you have some adhesive clips to be able to attach these to the TV itself. It comes with a total of 8 of those. That way you're able to obviously fit it to your liking. And then you also have the HDMI sync box itself, which I'll go into the ports more in a bit. The power adapter is rated at 12 volts, 1.5 amps, able to give you that really nice glow itself. That's pretty much everything you get in the box. We're gonna go and check out the device itself really quick before we install it. So taking a look at the HDMI sync box, you do have an on and off switch with an LED indicator on the front of the device. On the back of the device, you do have, from left to right, you have your power, so the DC there. You have HDMI in, which will be for your console or whatever you're gonna plug into. The video feed is gonna be outputted on the next port there. And then you also do have data for your USB-A port for the strips themselves. So now that we have pretty much the basics of it, we set up the strips, we're gonna go ahead and attach them on the TV itself. So attaching it on the TV itself, obviously we're gonna look at the back side of the TV. We're gonna go from the right side of it. So if you're looking at it forward, it's gonna be the left side, and then we're gonna move all to the right. That's where the strips start, so it's gonna start on the right side of the TV. You're gonna first clean off the area, then you're gonna attach all of your adhesive strips. Make sure to do your corners first, and then the middle points for the top portion. The top portion is about 48 inches in length, and the sides are 28 inches in length, just to give you a rough estimation on the video feed. The strip length is 2.6 meters, giving you 50,000 working hours. So now that we have it all set up on the TV, and I did set it up on a 70 inch as well as a 45 inch TV. So just to give you guys a rough estimation, obviously that's not even close to either of the sizes, but I made it work. So I don't have a 55 or a 65 inch TV. I have a slightly smaller TV and a slightly bigger TV. So if you do have a bigger TV, this won't work. If you have a smaller TV, it will work. You just have to kind of mess with the strips a little, but I recommend staying in the range for sure. All right, so we have the strips here. We're gonna go and check it out here. So right now it's at 51% brightness. It's super bright. If we go on the 100%, it gets even more bright. The color accuracy, so this red, nice, beautiful, dark red. Let's check out the green. Green is really, really good. And let's check out like a teal. What about like an orangish, like a yellowish? So pretty nice. And the cool thing is you can actually drag and drop like whatever colors you want on here. You can just draw it, so you can have different patterns go with it. If you don't want to draw your own, you can do there's preset customizations like this, which actually looks really good, even like something like this. And if you wanted to do color chase, this also does offer into color chase here. So you have your own DIY there at the top: scenery, live, festival, mood, etc. We're gonna press Glacier Express, and you can change all of these here. Late autumn. It's gonna start from the left to the right. So if you do create your own, you can press add. Preview the scene, you can change the brightness, the speed, the segment. You can change the top here from different versions that they have for the presets. Epilepsy warning, by the way, but this does have music mode. We will check it out right now. You can either do local or app mode. So local has the microphone on the device itself, which is what you would want to use. And it's pretty sensitive, so I wouldn't keep it like above 50%, but you could do however you want. So you have rock, you have jazz, which is kind of crazy. Let me lower that. And we have classic as well. Let me lower that. Scroll. That looks interesting. You have energy. I would probably use energy. And then we have spectrum. Spectrum. You have strong, medium, weak. So you could technically dim this a little bit more just so it's not super jarring on your eyes, or is where you can do the plan. So you can do your customized timers on here. as well as your HDMI sync calibration. So you could change actually if the image is like right here, you know, on the TV, then whatever image is going to reach right there, that's when the strips will react. Obviously, the smaller size TV you have, I would recommend to go a little more inwards, like on these levels. I would go closer to the middle. If you have a bigger TV, obviously go further to the edge, which is good that you can actually calibrate this however you want. This is the settings I have now, which it works perfectly fine. And I like to keep it on medium brightness, but you can do strong, weak. All right, if you guys did make it this far, I really appreciate if you dropped a like on the video. Videos like this take a lot of time, money, and effort in order to create. And I would appreciate if you dropped a like. You don't even have to subscribe, but if you want to, it's all right there. If you want to leave a comment, it'll make my year. Let's jump back into the video. We're going to show you what this looks like right now so you guys can see a full representation of the HDMI sync in action. All right, really quickly, I wanted to go and show you guys the color accuracy as well as the animation. So this is a little test that you can search up on YouTube. It actually shows a really good amount of the fluidity of the strips themselves, as well as it being able to like stress test it on multiple different colors all at once. Now, like I said, this is a smaller TV, so even when you are gaming or watching movies or listening to music, whatever you're doing on it, it's going to copy it, extend it, have an ambient glow. So it's really, really nice. I think it's really accurate. The color accuracy is a little saturated, but they also sent out this RGBWW floor lamp, which I thought it was really cool. So I'm going to include it in this video just to see if you guys are interested somewhat. This is an unboxing of it. It's super simple to actually set up. The power supply portion, control box is a little bulky, but that's the only downside. It's super well made. It's an all metal base construction, very heavy, easy to set up. The strip itself is cuttable. So I'll show you right here that you can cut it. It has a real white, which I'm absolutely hyped about. I love the fact that it has a real white. This is exactly why I wanted this exact corner floor lamp. It's super easy, like I said, to construct. It just has some screws. You just cut it to fitting. Make sure you are very careful when you are cutting this. You don't want to undercut it, so just take your time, take little steps if possible. Now we're going to go and set this up in the living room. So obviously in the corner, behind the shrub, behind the tree, whatever you want to put it, as long as it's in the corner, facing the corner, it's going to have a nice spread in that area. And like I said, you could use, this actually gets super bright. You can see here from 100%, 50%, and 10% that this gets really bright. Obviously it doesn't do justice because we are on camera and it's way different between real life and camera, but this gets really bright. I usually don't have it at 100% all the time. Usually I put it around 50% and it's super bright. It's also low power consumption. And you have multiple ways to control this. Your voice, the app, the control panel. It has a really good color accuracy, really deep reds and dark colors, as well as really bright colors as well. I actually really love this. So just a little FYI on this. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do our montage for the rest of this, for action sequences and the rest of the movies that I found that work really well with this. for whatever reason, I've tried out multiple HDMI sinks. Now this one isn't, I don't label it as the best. That's why the title doesn't say best, but I do really like it. I'm gonna keep it in my room here. I installed it in my room as well as the living room. Also, I don't think you could trim these. Some of the other ones that you can do, like the LED strips themselves, you're able to trim to your liking and then further adapt it in the app later on. So make sure that it actually does continue to fit and work. I don't know, the diodes aren't close enough for it to be a smooth animation, and the reaction time on it is, it's not the best, I would say. That's why 2.1 is going to help it, you know, perform a little better. Then again, you know, there are other options that do a better job and they don't even have 2.1, so I don't know what the case would be. It is a good strip, don't get me wrong, it works, just, it's not the best one you can get. Obviously it's not a Philips Hue, which is like a $500 $600 setup that you would have to do. Considering that this is just a sweet spot, a good entry level, I'd recommend it. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching. If you want to check it out, link is in the description down below. Without further ado, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah.